Well, I mean, you're the one that made the logo, so I just added to it. But that being said, we have a new intro, and I combined some of JV's most favorite things.
Oh God.
Here we go.
We are so getting copyrighted.
Probably not as bad as we used to.
Oh, dude, that was a full minute.
I know, but it's a game that's like 30 years old.
It's still the Rock's theme song. It's still the Rock's theme song, dude.
I don't care. God. Behind the scenes, you guys missed it. Ego was like laughing his ass off, and I was like, that's what I was going for. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wednesday Night is Overbooked. Yes, we have renamed it, but we're still on episode 6. The road to Backlash begins.
Yes, the beginning of the Paul Levesque era. And
yeah, even Ego says worth it.
After the weekend, I am definitely a Paul Levesque guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You weren't before the weekend?
I was. I didn't want to sound gay, but when Paul Heyman said it in his Hall of Fame speech, I am a Paul Levesque guy. I'm like, all right, I'm fine then.
Speaking of
nice
Paul Levesque guy, he didn't get a proper intro because he was too busy. He's too busy cringing about The Rock and gaming. That'd be jokeable.
Those things. We're here.
He's like, help. And of course, LeftEyeEgo, a new era of WWE. That's right, the Renaissance era.
Agreed.
Okay,
man.
So what a weekend. I mean,
yes.
I'm just gonna go from my standpoint first. I watched the Hall of Fame induction ceremony on Friday. Saturday morning, I got up early, did all my errands so I could watch NXT stand and deliver. What a good show that was. Watched night 1, made notes on night 1. Sunday, watched night 2, and then we had the Raw after Monday. It's just a lot of content to take in.
Yeah, it's beyond a lot. So okay, so let's break it down really quick. So the Hall of Fame, obviously one big takeaway is Paul Heyman was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Should have been last. Should have been the last guy to speak.
I didn't see it in order. Unfortunately,
Paul Heyman went first. And the last
no, should not have been first.
Paul Heyman went first. Paul Heyman went first, and the last was the grandmother of The Rock, who ran a Hawaii. Thank you, Ego. Thank you. Why? You're in Philadelphia. You're in Philadelphia. This is where the influence of ECW started. And as Paul Heyman said, if you think ECW died, look at the matches we have now. Look at the personalities we have now. If you think ECW died in a bankruptcy court in 2001, you can suck my fucking dick. That is a direct quote from Paul Heyman.
Just gonna say
necessary.
ECW. Yes. And as somebody who did not I got in towards the late end of the Monday Night Wars and ECW doing its thing. I didn't understand WCW and ECW until they came to the WWF. And then I understood it. And then I liked it. And quite frankly, one of my favorite, look, even if it's not a favorite run of some people, I think it was good to have Tuesday nights ECW in 2008. Well, it was about late 2006. I think it was a good idea when WWE decided to do that. They changed it. They got rid of ECW and they brought in NXT. Nothing wrong with NXT. I just kind of miss ECW.
NXT, talk about a gamble that has paid off.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, has that thing paid off?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
I mean, your entire roster for WWE is pretty much grown by Paul Levesque.
Yeah,
it is now. And again, as somebody who's at NXT,
FWC or I'm sorry, FCW.
Yep, FCW, Florida Championship Wrestling, and I listened to the Joe Rogan podcast with on it. FCW has been a thing for decades.
Right.
So FCW was the last stint before NXT took hold.
Correct.
In the old building in Tampa, Florida, and then they moved it to the development center in Orlando, which was a good idea. So that being said, I think the Hall of Fame was great. Could have been a little bit better managed. I think The Rock and his grandmother and Paul Heyman should have been towards the end of the show. And
it was a nice little tribute when the U.S. Express came out. They did a little tribute at the beginning and at the end for Wyndham Rotunda, otherwise known as Bray Wyatt.
Yes. Yeah. So that moves us into night one. Yes.
Started off with a banger. A marquee matchup right at the top of the show. Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. When you find out later on that an hour before the match, Rhea had a anxiety attack, and Becky had strep throat and went to the match with 102 fever.
Yo.
To pull off that match, those girls are tough.
You'll never know otherwise.
No, you wouldn't. Also, at the same time, Chad, I'm not ignoring you. Shout out to everybody who's watching, all 10 of you. Again, Matt says, good evening. And Kai says, and here we go. So, yes, thank you for being here. There's a lot to cover, so we're kind of like really shooting it quick. So, yes, Rhea Ripley walks out, of course, as the undisputed women's champion, as it should be.
The women's world champion. The women's world. That's her title.
Yeah, I know, but I like undisputed better.
Now, as far as Rhea going forward goes, because we're going to get into this in a little bit. In about 3 weeks from the Monday, we have the WWE draft. I mean, it's quick coming to draft. So we don't know what the rosters are going to look like for either brands or folks who are getting called up from NXT. So I don't see Rhea, and I'm going to make a bold claim here. I see Rhea holding on to her strap till 41.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't see anyone on
Touching
either roster who is even close to her.
That's fair.
She is that far over. And I know you're going to get the Liv fans who they're okay. Liv fans, of which I am one, but I'm realistic. You're going to get your match. You're going to get your match at Backlash. Liv is going to lose, and then they're going to separate them by brand. Liv will, because Damian Priest, who we'll talk about in a bit, and Rhea are going to SmackDown.
They're going to SmackDown. Okay, all right.
Well, okay, because Raw is going to be the A show.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because this is the show that's going to Netflix. So for a while, SmackDown was the A show because it had the WWE Championship on there. It was the A show. You're going to make Raw now the A show. It's going to Netflix in October. SmackDown goes off of Fox and goes to USA Network.
Okay.
And then that will become the B show, as it should be, because Raw is the 3-hour show, SmackDown's the 2-hour show.
So also, it's a long-running stipulation that the Monday Night Wars was again a thing. It is Raw is War, and it has always, for the longest time, when it was on the USA Network, then on TNN, more USA Network in the beginning. Raw was the flag. Yeah, Raw was the flagship show. SmackDown was on a broadcast television.
Correct.
You needed an antenna, UPN, basically, and ended up turning into like the WB, stuff like that. So that's where we were going with that. I said, hoping Indy Hartwell will get a push. Maybe she can have a feud with Rhea because they are both Aussies.
Then Indy Hartwell is going to need to learn how to wrestle because she's not getting any TV time, and her matches are basically 2 to 3 minutes long. So you want to put Indy Hartwell in a singles match at a premium live event to go for 15 to 18 minutes. You're dreaming. That's not happening.
Well,
Silicon Dave.
Hey, buddy. Says hello there. Sir? And that actually kind of leads into look, this is night 2. It leads into the fact that Jade Cargill.
That was night 1.
Was it night 1? Okay.
It was night 1.
Okay. That leads into the fact that Jade had minuscule time in the ring, as we thought. Because again, she cannot carry a match.
That match
sloppy.
That match was all about one thing: the hot tag for Jade. That's all it was.
Yes.
Now I will say they have presented her as a god practically. She just can't wrestle right now. And as it showed on the Monday Night Raw, she had a 10-second squash match. 10 seconds. There's your big star. So she hasn't changed from her time in AEW. So, Ego, I know you like her. I'm not impressed.
Yes, I do. Give her some time. Give her some time. She'll have it. Okay.
Bro, she's 31. What? She has a short shelf life.
She'll be champion by next year.
No.
Market.
No.
Market.
No.
Market.
And my predictions: the champions going into WrestleMania 41 will be Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton.
What's the other belt? That's on that you got? The one that Bailey got. that one.
That is the WWE Women's Championship.
She'll have that one by next year.
No, she won't. She's not good, bro.
Why are you so negative on this?
I am not negative. I'm honest.
Yeah, dude, she's sloppy, man. Like going, she can't work. That's the problem.
And again. Do you really want a 30-second WrestleMania match? 30 seconds.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's all she can
to
go.
Me, it'll be impressive as hell if it's 30 seconds. I'm like, wow, ran through her like a freight train. All I'm saying, if I saw it. I had no problem. I had no problem with those 5-minute matches. Those were awesome for me. It was blink and you miss it. Destroyer of worlds. Okay.
No, it's terrible.
Unless people get hurt. That's the problem.
No one's gotten hurt yet. I'm just saying, if you tell me
you said yet,
you can go for, I say it like if you say she can only wrestle for 5 minutes or less, that's the same thing Goldberg did, and nobody got hurt from what I saw when he went on this road.
The most basic moves.
I am okay with that. I am easily entertained.
Man, come on, man.
I am easily entertained.
Put your penis away. Stop with the body tight clothes. Like, what are you doing? Stop it.
Now,
you stop it.
Okay. I can't help it, man.
Okay, so Kai, do I think Jade is worse than Nia? Because Jade operates at a faster speed. Speed magnifies no mistakes. Yes.
Yes. I agree.
So we have again, that is a match I saw going the
Jade is on the shelf. Let it go, everyone.
So I saw that match going the other way. I got that one wrong. And then another one that we all thought should go one way and was probably the most boring match of the entire 2-night event, unless you like super kicks. Jimmy and Jay Uso.
No.
That was a lot of super kicks. That was a lot of super kicks.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was like
can't trade off super kicks, guys.
No, you can't trade super kicks.
No, not super kicks. No.
Now, I will say this. The interaction between Jimmy and Jay at the Sunday night main event was more interesting than the entire match on night one.
That was awesome.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Cool.
I like
tables.
Right. Like, And then we had the other match, which I was not happy with because it could have started off as a really good match. That was Andrade and Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar and Dominic. It got stupid at the end. I get it.
Hey, buddy.
And I get it. I know that this is what WWE does when they're when they're in at these events. They will bring in someone local, a local celeb or something. I know they will do this. I didn't like it here because it really just got corny and goofy. And for me, the only thing positive from that match was it had been so long since I had seen him. I forgot how good Andrade is. Andrade is very good. The fact that he put Rey Mysterio on his shoulders and they did a tandem crossbody. I'm like, what? What?
As I understand it, Dragon Lee got hurt, right?
Well, in story, he was attacked backstage. I don't know how true, if the injury was true. Now, if they did that just to put Andrade in that match, that kind of sucks. I'm just saying, kind of sucks for Dragon Lee.
I thought I saw something on Twitter that said it was legitimate that he actually got hurt.
Okay, then that's fine then. And then, so I mean, you had the makings of a good match. I mean, this was back and forth, big moves, big aerial moves. I mean, and Andrade, for a big guy, is very adept in the air.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking it up.
I actually heard they were the WWE is actually trying to reach out to Jason Kelsey to actually see if he wants to wrestle.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck off. Fuck off.
No, get out of here.
Fuck off. Ugh, no.
No, I doubt it. No, they're not.
God, I hope
dude
not.
moves worse than I do.
The guy moves like a center because he's a center.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
He moves like.
But he'd be awesome on the mic, though. He'll be awesome on the mic.
How do you think he'd be awesome on the mic?
I lived in Philly when they won the Super Bowl. That Mummers, no one likes us and we don't care is legendary. He'd be great on the mic. Believe me. Believe me. He'd be a showman. He probably would move like a center, but he'd be excellent on the mic.
Come on, man. Like when you have to cut a promo for minutes, not seconds.
I'm sitting. So the presence is already there. He's already a great speechwriter. His retirement speech had everyone in tears. People that actually play and people that commentate on the sport were crying at his retirement speech. And the mummer, no one likes, we don't care, is Philadelphia lore. I'm serious. Now he'd be better on the mic than you think.
If you want a big guy who can move, look no further than like Bronson Reed or Ivar, who was spotted at NXT last night. Okay.
Yes, I mean, but if I want a big guy that can move, I get the Mac. Like, I have my preferences if you want big guys. Like, if it's not going to be Jason Kelsey, then I'll go with the Mac.
You like big guys, huh?
I go with the Mac.
Big guys, huh? That sounds kind of gay, man.
No, I'm just saying if you want a heavyweight, and you guys want fuck you guys.
Why are you on Jason Kelsey's knob right now? Like he's Taylor Swift.
I'm not.
I know you're not.
I'm saying that I lived in this city.
Hold on. Are you a Swiftie?
No. I think it's a terrible choice. That's Travis's brother.
I'm just saying, you sound like a Swiftie.
No. That's.
Now, speaking of men slapping around, the match that was going to be a human train wreck to start with, but it at 46 degrees with wind chill factor, the 6-pack ladder match. Oh dear God, that would suck balls. I don't care. Because it started off with Grayson Waller grabbing the SmackDown championships.
Yes.
And then promptly the Newcastle Republic threw him outside the ring, not on a ladder, through a ladder.
Through a ladder.
I haven't seen that in a while.
My whole body hurt for Grayson Waller.
Mm-hmm.
Now there were some great highlights from that match. You had, again, I just mentioned the Newcastle Republic, that ladder outside the ring where they did the double moonsaults.
Yes,
beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And who was laughing their ass off when R-Truth wanted the hot tag in a ladder match?
I mean, I chuckled, but
I was laughing my ass off. I was laughing my ass off.
I love me some R-Truth. Oh my God,
me too.
Because
come on, man.
I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious because he did that when he came in January at the Rumble. He came out. He was number 24. He stood up on the apron and held his hand out to get tagged into the match.
I get it. He is a caricature at this point, but he is a beloved caricature.
Oh yeah.
And when they won, it went nuts.
Now,
yes.
Also, props to the referee who warned Damian Priest not to do his full spot on that ladder because it was starting to buckle.
Yeah, it was
okay.
One leg. So props to that referee.
That's the one they actually get
she's
rid
also,
of.
if you follow her on Instagram, she's pretty hot. So I mean, I'd let her count me out.
So now we have split. So now we have a Raw tag team champion and a SmackDown tag team champion. Personally, I think this was just to give R-Truth his WrestleMania moment after years and years. I think we're going to have a match at the Backlash between those two champion teams. And we're going to get one belt or one set of belts to unify once again. And the tag team will float between the brands.
I think that's a solid bet.
Because as I said last week, there's just not enough teams on one single brand to justify two titles.
Yeah, agreed. It'll be interesting because again, Backlash is what, May 4th, right? May 4th.
Backlash is 3 weeks from Saturday.
Okay. Wow. Backlash is right. That's why I titled this "The Road to Backlash."
Right. So this is gonna be what we're gonna get in the next 3 weeks. We're not gonna get any long-term stories set up because right before that premium live event is the WWE draft. So the rosters are going to change. This is just to tie up a few little things, build a little hype going into France, coming out, and then starting brand new again. And yes, Kai, I believe they will redesign those titles. There is talk of the WWE championships going back to the winged to based off the winged eagle model.
What's up? Yes,
that's gonna be cool.
Sorry,
that's gonna be nice.
Someone got a little
WWF winged model. Just to clarify. Hello, Triss. How are you? She's on my channel, not yours, JB.
That's right.
Just kidding.
I am here to just share the love, share the knowledge, and yes, we did mention that. And this would also be with a redesigned winged eagle, moving away from Vince McMahon because those WWE championships are a product of Vince, and they look goofy. And they looked better than the previous goofy design, which was those goddamn spinner belts. Fucking stupid.
Yeah, well, you know what's fucking retarded about that is that it was meant to be a fucking troll by John Cena and his character, and it stuck around for like 7-8 years until The Rock beat him.
Correct.
And again, it took The Rock to beat John Cena to stop that. And again, the new ones are better. I have a lot of love for the spinner belts because they suck. And it's a trolling thing. It's like going, it's like Wheel of Fortune.
Dumb.
Is the 24/7 belt still a thing?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So that being said, yes. And we'll get here to Monday Night Raw, but we're gonna. Any other words to say about Saturday night before we go to Sunday?
Two, because we're skipping the last two matches, where we got the Intercontinental Championship, where I was confident in my pick on Gunther. I was up here.
I actually agreed with you, dude. I agreed with you, dude. And then all of a sudden,
just like before, okay, go on.
No. You know, just until like it's like
right before, as Sammy's walking out to the curtain, he's talking to his wife and his son.
No.
And he tells his son, to keep him back here. He doesn't want him to see daddy. If that happens, and then he comes to Chad Gable. Chad Gable's like, you're right here. I don't need to come down with you. You got this. And then there's Kevin Owens. Big old chest slap, hugs him, and he says, go win this. Right then, his music hits. My confidence was from here, went all the way down to here.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit.
Yeah, so the family thing didn't is not what swayed me. It was from the family thing, because again, Mama Rhodes, like going playing off a family is something that is good entertainment. When you have other wrestlers meeting you behind the gorilla position, and all of a sudden it's like, I'm not real certain about this.
And then right at the tail end of that
True.
match, right at the tail end of that match, it's when Gunther was showboating a little bit. Sami Zayn hits a brain buster, not on the canvas, on the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh dear God. And then 2 haluva kicks, and I'm like, kick out. I'm not mad at that, but okay, cool. Wasn't what I expected, but I was entertained by the match.
Yeah. Also, at the same time, the brain buster on the turnbuckle was not a botch. No, it was promoted as a botch. However, shout out to Community Notes. Community Notes on Twitter corrected that and said, no. This has been done before. A brain buster off the turnbuckle, and
by Sammy
seen
when he was El Generico.
And
then we come to the biggest tag team match in WrestleMania history.
That's right. The jabroni bean. Titan, trailblazing, eyebrow raising. If you some metal. And it went 45 minutes.
Which I was fine with the match. I was fine with the match.
I was fine with the match. Yeah. It went 45 minutes. I think the intros were about 12 minutes. The match after the fact was it was about a 45-minute match after the intros.
Now, I will say this. I will say this. If you followed me at all, you might get an idea that I'm not a fan of The Rock. Maybe it's just a touch.
What? Are you sure?
I'm not positive.
How dare we think this?
Now, I expected Roman to do all the heavy lifting in this match. I expected The Rock to be gassed. I was pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
So, this was a very even workload match, and it ended exactly as I said. The Rock was going to pin Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
Called that.
That was easy to call on that one.
Well, Silicone Dave, you can find somewhere else to go. Eat dick. No, I'm kidding. I kid. Wow. I kid.
Wow.
Everybody's allowed their opinions. I'm just giving Dave shit. Trish says, me too. The Rock did a lot on that match. Yes, he did.
Correct.
And
I'm just mad that he came out with his. I just didn't like the fact he came out with his own belt, though. And that's the only thing that really bothered me.
Oh, the People's Championship?
Yeah, I was like, wait. I was like, I don't remember the last time you wrestled, but I don't remember you having a belt, sir. It's, I was like, why is he?
Apparently, that was given to him by Muhammad Ali's widow.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, at the Hall of Fame, it was.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I guess. It was weird to me.
Hold on. What do you mean you guess? The Muhammad Ali was the people's champion.
You're the people's champion. Keep that in the trophy room. Say, hey, this is the belt that I got. You don't bring that out as a heel, saying the people's champion.
Yes, because he comes off as a dick. That's why you do it. You understand that, right?
I just confusing to me. I'm just like, why does he have a belt with The Rock on it? I'm like, okay, you brought a belt. He got a belt. Seth has a belt. I'm like, everybody got a damn belt except Cody. I get you're trying to troll. It's just confusing, though.
No, it's meant to isolate Cody as the only one who doesn't have a belt. And then we go to night 2. Do you see the foreshadowing? Do you see the storytelling here?
Yeah, I just didn't care for it. That's
it's
all.
In there.
I guess.
I don't care if you cared for it. It's actually part of the storytelling. He wouldn't walk out with it without. Yes, it's meant to do that to really go. The fuck is he here with a goddamn belt? Come on, man. Don't be such a fucking mark. You're killing me, dude.
Oh, no, it wasn't a mark. I'm just like,
okay, you being a fucking mark.
No, Chris, I'm just like, what's the point of bringing out a belt? Like, go ahead.
We'll get into that, Tris. So night 2, we start off with the men's World Heavyweight Championship with special guest commentator, the Second City Saint, CM Punk. And Drew has a great intro. Seth comes out, as Tris says, looking like an elderly pimp. Apparently that's a thing. And
that's a mummer. That's what Justin Kelsey was dressed up as when they won the Super Bowl for Philly. That's an actual thing. They do it the first weekend in January every year. Okay. It's nuts.
Okay. So are you saying?
I just figured he was. Sorry.
So it's kind of like the Mardi Gras in Philly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a Mardi Gras, but everyone kind of dresses like Oompa Loompas. It's really weird, but like people will go out even no matter how cold it is because everyone just starts drinking at like 5 or 6 in the morning. Everyone's like completely smashed. It's in South Philly every year. No, I'm just like I'd go out there too. I just kept forgetting what it was. Yeah, I'm like, well, damn, yo, when y'all start like 5 or 6 in the morning, like
night shift, dude. Like it's different when it's somebody's breakfast.
Man.
I mean, if I decide to drink at the end of the night, but the end of the night for me is like 5 a.m., it's like going, all right, it's fine. But if my morning is like 4 p.m. and I start to like crack the bottle, I have a problem.
That's what Bloody Marys are for.
I actually kind of like Bloody Marys.
They are
damn
delicious.
You, dude. It's only on vacations, fucker.
Delicious. So,
Chris, okay, I get it now.
So the match is getting ready to start, and for some reason I could just tell just from what Drew was saying, just how Drew was like his stance, and I said to myself, he's gonna go for a Kalema right off the bat. Was not wrong, just bang right out the gate, and I'm like, okay, it's this kind of match. This is going to be a finisher fest.
Yep.
Where it was Claymore, stomp, Claymore, pedigree, Claymore, stomp, Claymore, which for a 10-minute match was fine. Had no problem with it at all. Drew gets it. Now this goes into because a few weeks ago we thought that Drew had his contract already locked in. Apparently that's not the case. He has not fully put pen to paper yet. So Drew gets his moment in a live audience, live fans in a stadium, gets to hold a championship belt. And then, which also during the match, he grabs his wife's phones and live tweets during the match.
That was hilarious.
Just said another day at work. Then he decides to taunt CM Punk. As Punk is saying, bro, you're the champ. Focus on that. You're the champ. Focus on that. Drew gives him a DX chop very close to Punk's face. And I'm like, oh, that's not going to sit well.
No.
Now, we saw that because Punk took his brace off, and then on the Monday he showed up without his brace on. He is healing faster than the other arm that had the same injury. So he's mending faster.
He might have went down to Tijuana for some of them, certain S cells.
Wow.
Well, I mean, did he tear something, or is it a strain, or what is it?
Just saying. Joe, shout out to Joe Rogan.
Tricep tear.
That's what I thought. Okay, I was like, I thought it was gonna be a while for that. Okay.
Real quick. Hey Wade. Hey Ryan Joker. Would you join me and talk about the Fallout season 1? Let me know the dates, and I
haven't watched it, and I know nothing about that world.
As somebody who has not watched it yet because it drops tonight, I know a lot about that world. Just give me a time frame, dude. As long as I'm not working, I will be there. He says 4/19.
Oh, maybe who knows? So then 4/19. That's next Thursday. I'm scheduled with Roman of the Empire. So I won't be able to make it.
Yeah. So Central Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. I should be able to do that, Wade. Yeah, just DM me on Twitter.
So then Drew gets dropped. Gives him a shot across the face, and all of a sudden, we hear music playing. It's Damian Priest, who I guess finally read the instructions on the Money in the Bank briefcase because he decided to cash in then, even though he had ample opportunity with more beaten down champions previously. But it is what it is, because I also heard that just before this event, Damian signed a big contract extension, which means, of course, you're going to put a belt on someone who's in it for the long haul, not someone who hasn't signed yet. So we get the South of Heaven chokeslam, and 1, 2, 3, we have a new world heavyweight champion in the Judgment Days, Damian Priest.
I prefer to call it the gayest chokeslam I've ever seen.
Wow.
That shit sucks. Fuck him. He sucks.
Damian's great. What are you talking about?
No, he sucks. That's gay. God, he sucks. It's like watching my grandmother trying to find her fucking glasses. Like, are you kidding me with his crap? He's not good. I'm sorry, he's not good.
Oh, man.
But he is champion. Flipping trans flag hair, fairy boy.
What?
It in fairies in like magical creatures. Sorry. I have no comment. I have no more comment. I'll shut up. Yes, right. yes, Chris. That's what I was looking for. Did you see that bisexual Undertaker was trending when Damian won? Yes, it was. It was trending bisexual Undertaker.
Bondage Undertaker. Wow. Bondage, not bisexual. They said bondage.
Did it? Because that's worse. Bisexual.
Yes. That's what Drew said. Drew said bondage Undertaker.
Okay, I'm not gonna like looking further into that. Matt says Damian Priest sucks. The only worthwhile part of the Judgment and a Reign fan.
Well.
All right, so we're still into night 2.
Unfortunately, Finn gets
moving on up.
No love. So then we go to the Philly street fight, which was really just a hardcore match.
Yeah,
because a street fight, you come out in street gear. You're not wearing your wrestling gear for
right.
For one, the match never left the ring area.
No.
So this was just a hardcore match between the Pride, which is Bobby Lashley, and the Street Profits versus the Final Estimate, with special guest Bubba Ray Dudley, this was a nostalgia match. Because right at
Yes.
the end, it was an homage to the Dudley Boys. Which I'm not gonna lie, I did get a chuckle when Bubba Ray, Bobby, Montez, Dawkins, 1, 2, 3, and the entire crowd knew exactly what to say in the right pitch. Get the tables.
Tables.
Yeah,
it was great. It was awesome. I love that part. That actually surprised. That was one of the most surprising and fun matches to me.
And then the first table broke. Right where it was supposed to break. So everyone who is outside the ring is still unconscious or going like, "What's going on? What's going on?" With enough time to get another table and do it all over again. Honestly, the best part of the entire match was BFAB doing a side Russian leg sweep to Scarlett onto a table outside the ring.
That was pretty good.
That was actually crazy.
Nice.
Trish says, "I thought it was a fun match."
It was pretty.
Thank you, Dave. Yes, the premature table breaking.
Well,
because the furniture doesn't cooperate.
No, the furniture does not always cooperate, and quite frankly, we saw that many times in the Attitude Era. Again, I'm not gonna knock the new talent for not knowing how to necessarily work with a predetermined table, and I say predetermined as in good to go. You know what I'm saying?
So then we had the LA Knight, versus AJ Styles.
Awesome, Wade. Thank you.
Versus AJ Styles. The match was okay. It's a match that LA Knight needed, and this will put him on a path to challenge Logan Paul at SummerSlam.
Fair point.
And of course, a certain person won.
That would be LA Knight. Yeah.
Mm.
And speaking of Logan Paul, we then had the triple threat match for the United States Championship. Logan Paul is just the most over the top. Just look at me, entrance guy, total heel, just working the crowd. Again, I don't have a prime here today, but his prime cannon as he's shooting it toward the side, stop it. And he basically signed up for the first half of this match to be a human punching bag.
Yes, he did.
Which is great.
Oh, yeah. He really did.
Yeah.
And I'm not the biggest fan of Logan Paul, but quite frankly, he took a lot of lumps. And he ultimately came out on top.
I mean, say what you will about him, that he's not a grown wrestler or whatever. He has taken to this very, very quickly.
Well, he's been doing it for the last 3 years now? Around 3 years?
2, if that.
Well, no, he was so I saw him wrestle at WrestleMania in Dallas. So that was 2 years ago. So he's going on 3.
Okay. Well, this is his, as far as his premium live events goes, he's just hit double digits now. He's had 10 premium live event matches. 10.
That's really good. Really good. I'm not gonna lie. ISO Speed getting RKO was hilarious as hell. Oh my god! Well, I know. I saw like, someone's in that Prime costume because he's been standing around the entire time. It's got to be somebody. So I saw ISO Speed. I'm like, this is hilarious, and it was perfect that he got RKO'd. I was like, this is perfect. He had a neck brace on after.
It was more perfect the fact that he got kicked in the gut and then RKO'd because, quite frankly, we don't need any more fucking YouTubers like trying to cloud chase. No, seriously. ISO Speed. Fuck you, dude. Like, what are you good at? Like, nothing?
He's Logan Paul's friend. That's why.
Yeah.
I don't care who he's friends with.
If like, it going, brings more... Like,
the crowd cheered when he got fucking jaw jacked.
Exactly. Right. That's the point.
And that's fine. Yeah. And if it brings more eyes to the product, I'm all for it.
I doubt it.
It was worth it. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure a lot of people, a lot more people than you would think watched that spot when they found out that even Logan Paul and much less ISO Speed.
He's a rapper, I think. Well, he's not good.
ISO Speed. He's a streamer. He's got like 20 million subscribers. He mostly does like video games and like general content. But
he's a cloud chaser. That's what he is. He sucks. No, I'm sorry. He sucks. He didn't do anything.
That was
he got kicked in the dick and he got fucking RKO'd.
He's not supposed to do anything. He is there for a spot. He's there for a spot, and he played his role.
The Prime mascot. Nobody cares.
Yes. Arcade. Yes.
Then we come to. Okay, go on.
All right. No. Moving on. Yeah.
Now we come to what I think will eventually become a cult classic match. It's gonna get overlooked because of the bombast of the match right after it. Bayley versus Io Sky was an amazing match. That was a very, very good match. I mean, even technically speaking, very good match. I mean, you had Io Sky, who hits a standing moonsault, then does a middle rope moonsault, then goes to the top rope, does her over the moonsault, with perfection. And at one time, she rolled out of Bayley's Rose Plant Stomp. Just rolled out of it and was just like, what?
Yes.
Technically speaking, this was a very, very good match. Thoughts?
I was rooting for Bayley in the beginning until I saw Io Sky doing her thing. And my nephew agreed. He's like, I'm kind of torn, like going, she's killing it. And I was like, I'm like, I know. It's like, and it was a seesaw. It was a storytelling match, what it should have been. Bayley is a phenomenal wrestler. As somebody who has actually wrestled alongside her, I don't know Io Sky, but they put on poetry because it took me from wanting Bayley to win to going, I don't know, dude. I might be a little bit about this. If it tips the scales just this much, that is good storytelling.
If it gave me doubt, then you did your job, girls. You did your
job. Exactly.
And this was also probably the best as far as a pure wrestling, as Paul Heyman said in his speech, in a sports check that professional wrestling story. This was probably the best one. You had former friends, the mentor, student. Just Eric. I don't give me started on that because I've been hearing a lot of that right now. Might be your best viewed show ever, and it's starring a guy who hasn't been on TV for your show for over 6 months. How sad is that? So going back to Bayley and Io. Io is one of the best professional wrestlers in the world. She is that fucking good. And and
she's super hot.
And she does not get a lot of the attention that she deserves because she
needs a lot more attention on this one.
She's very good in this one.
Mm-hmm. And look, hold on. I don't want to like dogpile the fact that like going she's like super cute. Like my my nephew and I was like going, I'm like, she's really good. And I'm like going, she's really cute. And he's like, and he looked at me and he's like, and then my dad was like going, it was like, not really. And then I like looked at my dad and I looked back at my nephew and he's like, he just kept nodding. The fact that look, Io Sky she is nimble, she is agile, she is not afraid to take risks. She's shorter. I would equate her to the modern day Lita. Because
I would rather not compare to pass and just let her be Io.
Yeah, no, I want her to be herself, but she is so quick. She's so good. Like,
and
as a kid,
do you know what her nickname is?
No.
It's a very well earned nickname, the Genius of the Sky.
I believe that. Trish says real quick, Io is small and cute. She's Lita without the scandals. You know.
Okay.
Here we go.
Eric, we go back after the show's over, go back and do the rewatch that we talked about who could possibly dethrone Rhea. Right now, nobody.
Thank you for saying Jade, Eric. I appreciate you, good sir.
Yeah. Yeah. A 2-minute squash match. Great. Where Rhea would squash her. She can't wrestle. She's not good.
So Ego, what is your thoughts on Io Sky?
I thought it was a pretty good match, actually. I didn't know she was going to be that acrobatic at all. I like the kind of crazy, she just yelled, just running. Bailey, yeah, like, that was pretty cool. I do think it's going to get overshadowed and people are going to have to go back and look at it like, yo, this really was a great match. It was just we had so much going on for night 2 and there was still the buildup of Cody versus Roman that I think it's going to get largely overlooked. But when they look back, they're going to be like, yo, this was a really great match. How did we like miss it? Yeah, certain times like great things come in, but it's in the middle of other great things that are happening, and you're focusing
and this is
on
also
stuff.
this is also the thing with the Bailey too, because the Bailey was one of the cornerstones of the women's revolution. One of the cornerstones. She never got the attention of a Becky Lynch, a Charlotte Flair, a Sasha Banks. So this is, and she's never gotten a win at WrestleMania as a singles competitor. This is her first, and it's for the championship. This is a well-earned. This is to me, this is kind of like a thank you, Bailey, for all the work that you do that goes unnoticed.
Agreed. I would actually agree with that because Paul Levesque, Triple H is a very much you are to work your ass off, man. You're to work, you're to do what you need to do, and you will be rewarded because you work and you work and you work and you work. And he said, if you don't, and he said something recently in an interview that if you're not dedicated to this business, you don't want to work hard in this business,
why are you here?
Don't need to be here.
Right.
And so, no, Bailey, again, I was at NXT in like 2015. Bailey was low on the totem pole. not as low as I was, but like going, she was a part of the more main roster. She has worked herself to here, stratosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So no, Triple H is all about the fact. Thank you for your dedication, and Bailey deserved it.
Yes.
Io Sky's coming on up, though. I'm gonna tell you that one.
Well, Io Sky is also a product of NXT because when she came over from Starrcade, which where she was a champion there, as was Asuka, as was Kyrie, and also the newest signee, Julia from Starrcade. That's a big get, and she'll be going to NXT as well. So now we come to it, the main event. The main event. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns under Bloodline rules, Cody. Bloodline rules.
Them Bloodline rules took a long time to catch in, man. Like, I'm sorry.
Well, so we get the entrances first, and Cody gets the big pop. And now he came up, the camera angle showed up, that skull helmet mask thing. That was made by the same guy who did the Bray Wyatt Fiend mask. Same guy. So that's some quality stuff there. So he's out there with his wife, which they're a lovely couple. And
yes, they are.
Comes out to the big pop coming in, and then Roman, of course. Roman is just he's Roman Reigns. He's the tribal chief, the head of the table. Now the match, for about the first 20 minutes, was pretty evenly back and forth. My favorite part of that match was when Roman Reigns hits a crossroads. Cody kicks out, and Roman starts laughing, looks at Paul Heyman and says, "This move sucks. No one can win with this move." I was dying. That was hilarious.
That's pretty damn funny. I agree that was pretty funny.
And then then Cody starts to get his momentum going, hits one crossroads, hits two crossroads, going for the third super kick. And I'm like, Jimmy, because no one else has super kicks. So,
yeah.
And then out comes Jey Uso, which, as I said, their interaction on the runway was more exciting than their match on night one. And it lasted for about 20 seconds. And it was great. Off the runway, through a table, check Jimmy off the list.
Well, check them both off the list on that one.
Well, yeah. Well, check off Jimmy, a member of the Bloodline, off the list. Then Cody's going to hit a third crossroads again. From under the ring, Solo comes out, hits the Samoan spike. He starts yelling at Roman, "Finish him!" And Roman's like, "I know. Shut up." So they do the Samoan spike spear combo. Cody kicks out again. And then you hear John Cena's music out of nowhere. And then, because who was John Cena's last WrestleMania match against?
Is it right?
Solo.
It was Solo.
And
Solo took John Cena out. That's why. And also, hold on. The crowd went motherfucking nuts.
Right.
Doing it.
Right. So Cena knocks Solo out of the ring, hits an attitude adjustment.
That's not nice.
You know, I'm just saying.
He's getting older.
Hits an attitude adjustment on Roman, goes back out of the ring, puts Solo through the Spanish announce table. And then, so now Jimmy's checked off, Solo's checked off, Roman is vulnerable. It's time to engage the final boss. Yeah, so
sorry, I was trying to add.
So Rock came out in his vest and his really gay pants.
Super gay.
I'm just saying. Rock and Cena have a moment where they do the stare. Rock bottom. So then we got rock bottom. Cena's out. And
hold on. The Rock says, "Get the out of my ring."
Yeah,
to John Cena.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we are.
No. Rock takes off a belt. It says Mama Rhodes.
The Mama Rhodes out.
And he's gonna deliver the final blow. And then no. We hear Sierra Hotel India Echo Lima Delta Shield.
Oh shit! I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Now I initially lost my shit there, and I'm like, how did they get Dean Ambrose back for one night?
I thought the same thing too, dude.
How did they get John Moxley? That would, but limping his way in with a steel chair.
It was Seth Rollins.
He's in Shield gear.
In Shield gear.
So then we're gonna lay that final blow to Cody Rhodes, and then
now it's bong. God damn it! And
the minute the belt hold, I lost my shit because I called it. I called that. I said, "Don't be surprised." Now, apparently, this was supposed to be the spot for Stone Cold Steve Austin, but they couldn't work out a deal in time. And Undertaker was in town doing his own podcast. So we see the Undertaker choke slams the Rock, and lights go back out. Taker's gone. Rock's on the outside. It is getting his nice vest and his gay pants dirty. It's fine. So then we got a beaten down Seth Rollins, a chair in the ring, Roman, Cody. Roman grabs the chair. He looks at Cody. Then he looks at Seth. 10 years ago, when Seth Rollins broke up the Shield by hitting Roman in the back with a chair. Apparently, Roman still has as a grudge against that. Just whacked the shit out of Seth Rollins.
Yeah, it was quite a shot.
So then, hey, Natalie. And then, so this is where Seth Rollins, when he said on Raw a weeks ago, where he said, when Seth told Cody, I will be your shield.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Amazing.
And that's just enough time for Cody to block the spear attempt. 1 crossroad, 2 crossroad, the 3rd crossroads for the 1, 2, 3.
Right.
For me, and I'm sure for a lot of viewing fans out there that have been enduring this product for like the last 10 years, a weight was lifted. This is the end. He's still going to be in and around, not physically in and around, but there's going to be his influences still in here of Vince McMahon. But this is the end of an era. This was a guy that Vince McMahon pushed hard. And no matter what, we're going to get Roman Reigns, whether we like it or not.
Right.
And another unsung hero of this entire 2-night event, Samantha Irvin, who I think should be the ring announcer for every premium live event going forward. She is amazing. You see her, there are tears in her eyes. In her normally powerful voice is just broken. She's ecstatic. She's overcome with emotion. And when you've got the superstars coming into the ring, all of which were victims of the bloodline. At some point, you get CM Punk in there. You got the Brandy back in the ring. And then Cody Rhodes, just like Paul Heyman said in his Hall of Fame speech, just like Stephanie McMahon, who opened night 2, acknowledged. Cody Rhodes says, Paul Levesque, come out here.
Yeah.
This is truly the beginning of a new era. And I could not be happier about it. And I want to hear you guys' takes on and what you were feeling in that moment.
Brian, you want to go first, man? You can go first, dude.
Oh, okay, yeah, absolutely. So I knew what was going to happen, right? We had talked about it, and so when John Cena's music hit, my nephew and I, we were so super excited because we knew that what had been talked about on the trailer, the actual semi-trailer, was starting to come true. And then of course, it was a little disappointing that Stone Cold didn't come back, but that was the long stretch. So Undertaker coming back was like super awesome. And when Cody hit the 1, 2, 3, that was great. It was a lot of fun. We enjoyed the holy shit out of night 1 and 2. And it was just a family affair. It was me, my cousin, my dad, and my uncle. We're all massive wrestling fans, and it was just so much fun. So yeah, I have no regrets. And also Samantha Irvin. Irvin, thank you. She said my final somebody said something about her final announcing match. She's not leaving, right?
No.
Okay. No, it's on Twitter. I'm just saying.
Not that I know of. Because she should be the ring announcer for every premium live event
for the next decade. Yes. There you go.
Shoo, for me, I'm not gonna lie. I actually like the way they made it seem like Cody had to overcome literally everything. The fact that he was overcoming some of the finishers from Roman Reigns. Then it was the guy that they brought. I didn't even know who that was. I thought that was Rikishi's cousin or some shit. I was like, who was this dude? But he hit him with a pretty hard finisher. And then like no one was coming to help him. And I'm like, oh my God, he's kicking out of this. So he really made it so that every
You mean
turn,
Solo? You mean
that
Solo?
dude Solo. Yeah.
That's
so
Rikishi's son. That's Rikishi's son.
Close. Okay, there we go. That tracks. Okay, so yeah. So he had to kick out of Solo. Then there was a super kick by one of the Usos. And they made it so that at every turn, he's overcoming everything that was brought at him. And the weird thing is, it's like, it seemed like over the time that he kept getting robbed at the last minute, it's like he's kicking out of those situations from all the past stuff. Like, hey, I overcame that. Kick out. Hey, you threw that at me. I kicked out. You threw that at me. I kicked out. I had some help on this one. But in the end, I got to do it myself with me going one-on-one against the big guy, taking him out, winning it. And I haven't seen a pop like that for me or felt that since, is it Daniel Bryan, I think?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the last time I felt that.
10 years.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
That is the
30.
The last. And I didn't even know. The thing is, I watched WrestleMania that weekend, not even knowing who Daniel Bryan was, but by the end of it, knowing exactly why he was so over. I just like the fact that, oddly enough, my wife, when I told her about WrestleMania and I was like, hey, honey, it's 2 nights, she's like, I'm not doing this. She sat and watched both nights beginning to end. And she was like, that was actually really good.
Nice.
And that was the thing is, if you like, I got her to sit there and watch 2 days of wrestling where she'd probably barely watch one match, but she's sitting there, she's loving the throwback ECW, the Philly Street Fight match. She actually thought that was her favorite, just because how much fun they had with it, and how she's like, how does everyone know about the tables? Like, honey, it's a thing. Just know that at some point someone's gonna get the tables, and it's gonna be great. And she absolutely loved it. So the thing is, it got everybody. I really do think they're going to look back and say this is the most viewed, watched, rewatched, revenue-wise, the biggest one ever. Yeah, I can see why. Because it
already is.
Triple H got picked everybody. There was something for everyone. No one that knows anything from any corner of the internet or sports couldn't have seen this. Like, he literally made sure that he got eyes on this from every corner of the internet. Oh, dang. What they got? Wow. 140,000. Yeah.
140,000 plus in attendance in Philadelphia over 2 nights. The highest grossing event in WWE history.
Yeah.
Highest selling WrestleMania in WWE history, up a whopping 78% from last year. Most TV viewed WrestleMania
viewership.
Yes, up 41%. The most social media views WrestleMania in WWE history, over 700 million social media views in first 48 hours.
All right. Yeah.
And I also, hold on, most single day WWE YouTube views ever was 67 million in 24 hours. Holy monkey.
Also, also, Cody Rhodes by himself sold over $1 million of merchandise.
Yes. Yeah. I'm like, hey, whatever, like his ring attire, you need to like put that.
Homelander.
If y'all have a haul, yes, it was hilarious. But I was like, I want to hate on it, but I'm like, damn, it looks cool.
So you would wear that, huh? You would wear that.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I'm not gonna lie, I'd wear the hell out of that. I would try to lie to y'all, but no, I'd wear it. So I don't know if they have a WWE museum or whatever, or if they ever thought of one.
They do. Yeah, they do. It's called WWE World.
Okay.
And it goes up for every. It's going to be going up for every WrestleMania. It's basically a WWE Comic-Con. Is what it is.
So that y'all need to put that in a display, because that's awesome. And I probably wouldn't want to grow a WWE World now at this point. That actually, I gotta look that up now. I didn't know that was a thing.
Now there was so what we're gonna get going forward, as we said at the top of the show, we're not gonna get a whole lot of big storylines right now, because the one big storyline, which some folks are saying is going to be in 41, I think it'll be SummerSlam, would be The Rock versus Cody Rhodes. If it's for a title, it's SummerSlam. Because you really want, at least for me, if I have the pen, I want The Rock Roman at 41, because you don't need you don't need a title, and that can even be the main event, because it's got enough story. And with another signing that we got over the weekend, Jacob Fatu got signed to the WWE as well. So now you got Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu added to the roster.
Also, real quick, from Roman Reigns, yesterday I mourned. Today is day one. He is training for something new. He's going to be stepping away for a few months. He is going to be stepping away for a few months, but like this one is actually something that I actually am glad to see, because quite frankly, we all know that Roman Reigns has been struggling for years with leukemia. It doesn't define him, but it does hinder him in certain ways. So I got a lot of love for Roman Reigns. I got a lot of respect for him. I have a lot of new respect for Cody Rhodes because he went the Attitude Era route with The Rock, where they're whipping each other. There's blood. Is incredible. I loved it. And then last night,
oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
That's going to all depend on the direction that what's his name? Leaf Fiddles and Triple H want to go with the bloodline action. So,
yeah.
Then you've also and so
no, go ahead, dude.
We're also going to see some other big names stepping away for a while. Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, which I think this is a good thing because your roster is starting to get very heavy at the top. We're going to need to bring some of these people up because we already know that on Tuesday, Braun Breaker and Corbin, Baron Corbin lost the NXT tag team titles. Braun is coming up to SmackDown. He has already signed with SmackDown. You're getting Carmelo Hayes coming up to the main roster. We had a match announced last night on NXT. Ilya Dragunov versus Trick Williams for the NXT Championship. If Trick loses, he has to leave NXT. We know Ilya was announced eligible for the WWE draft. Ilya Dragunov's coming up.
Okay.
Are we gonna? And so you're gonna get this new batch of talent coming in. You got the Braun Breakers, the Tiffany Strattons. You know, are you gonna bring up? Are you gonna bring up Roxanne? Are you gonna bring up Roxanne Perez? Who knows? But you've got again this experiment that Vince kind of threw on Paul Levesque as basically a go away thing. Don't bother me. Has turned into it has turned into a legit. It's not a third brand. It is still a developmental brand, but it went from the black and gold, which is what a lot of folks remember the most and have the most fondness of. Then Tony Khan decided to put AEW Dynamite on the Wednesday, which was their normal time slot, and Triple H has been pissed ever since then. So he is not afraid to take a shot at Tony Khan. I like Tony Khan. He's just not a good leader. So that's a whole another topic. So now they had to rebrand it to NXT 2.0. And it's still developing all this new talent that's coming up and is now going to be this is how professional wrestling should be.
Yeah.
It's being treated like a sport. You grow your talent. Occasionally you get a big free agent coming in like Julia. A great get. And I love the fact that, as Michael Cole said, I love professional wrestling. They're no longer afraid to call themselves what they are. They're a carnival show. They're a traveling circus.
Yes.
What it is. And be proud of it. Awesome.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Absolutely. As somebody who went through the whole, it was sports entertainment, and then it was, it was professional wrestling, then it was sports entertainment, then it was, it went through too many edicts of like going, just stop, just don't stop. Seriously.
This was Vince trying to make himself look like he's not a carnival archer.
True.
It's what you are. Embrace it. Love it.
And it's fine. Nobody goes to UFC looking for the rock bottom or the people's elbow. Like, stop it. They go to WWE, they're like going, oh my God, it's the most electrifying move in the sports in people's elbow.
However, there was a guy in mixed martial arts who got clowned. I believe it was in Bellator, that he came out to Roman's theme and got knocked out in the first round, and he got clowned on badly.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, it'll do it. Also, don't come out to somebody else's theme if you're not a badass. Like, just don't. Like, seriously, like, what are you doing? So, that being said,
yes. What's up, JT?
Hey, buddy. There's more. But maybe we should cap it for the night.
Yeah.
We're at almost an hour and a half. So that being said,
Oh, I think he dropped out. I think he had internet things.
Well, fuck. I'm going to have to vamp.
Right at the end now.
Yeah. So I'm going to vamp. The fuck is today? Wednesday? Yeah. Wednesday. So Friday night's Royal Rumble. There's going to be a lot of people in the Vegas area, so we might actually just
not as many as you think.
All right. Well, I mean, we're gonna discuss.
Yeah.
I don't like you.
It's choreographed.
Yes, it's choreographed. It's not fake. It hurts. He says, "Yo, sorry guys, yeah, okay, you're good."
So let's
of course.
So we can wrap, and then be sure to check out LeftEyeEgo. Links are down in both descriptions. Check him out as well. So do you want me to take us out?
Yeah, do it. Go nuts.
Okay. So there will be no Roman of the Empire this week for me, as there is kind of a gathering out here, which I'm actually gonna after we're done here, I'm actually headed out to, and then Friday night Royal Rumble simulcasting his channel here, which nobody cares about because you're all here to see me anyway. So we're gonna and with that, no longer with the bloodline, no longer the bloodline rules. And I'm just going to go with what Miss Tiffany Stratton says when she says goodbye, and that is toodles.
Miami, Florida, weighing 275